Escalating threats between Iran and the United States are raising fears of an even wider war in the Middle East. Tehran says any attack on its power plants will trigger immediate retaliation, including the full closure of the Strait of Hormuz, strikes on energy facilities and U.S.-linked interests across the region.
In reiteration of our previous warning, if any fuel or energy facilities in Iran are targeted, we will respond by targeting energy and technology institutions and desalination plants linked to America and the Zionist entity in the region.
It comes after President Donald Trump warned that he would destroy Iran's energy facilities if it does not open the Strait of Hormuz within 48 hours. The waterway is a critical choke point for ships transporting oil and gas out of the Gulf. Well, we are live in Tehran, in Washington, D.C., in Ramallah, Tyre, that's in southern Lebanon, and in Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, also in the Iranian capital. And that's where we start in Tehran with Ali Hashem. So, Ali, we now have this standoff. The U.S. president telling Iranians, you have 48 hours to open the Strait of Hormuz, or I will blow up your power plants, starting with the biggest and most important one. Iran has responded, and it seems that they have no intention of doing what the U.S. president is asking of them. Can you walk us through the response that you have seen from Iran over the last few hours?
Well, Cyril, in the middle of this war, it seems that another war is going on, which is the war of rhetorics and narratives. And with President Trump raising the stake, the Iranians are responding with more confrontational rhetoric. And it's clear now that there is a unified position here, because we're hearing, after we heard from the armed forces, we heard from the Speaker of the Parliament, and now the Vice President, they're all on the same point. The moment the power plants in Iran are going to be hit, the whole region will go for a blackout. And more than that, the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed, and it won't be open except these plants were rebuilt according to the armed forces. Now, with respect to the other authorities here in the country, like the Vice President, he tried to defend Iran's position, saying that this is self-defense and that Iran is under the aggression, and that's why it will be self-defending itself by launching attacks against regional power plants and, of course, Israel. So this is the picture in general with respect to this point precisely. But what's clear here is that this whole conflict is going towards a dead end. There's no possibility for the moment to get down the ladder, at least from what we're hearing from both sides. Each side is taking, or at least is escalating, their own rhetoric, and this could lead to what's really worse than the situation we are in currently.
And Ali, something that perhaps is noteworthy that happened today, we heard from the Iranian representative at the International Maritime Organization. His message was actually the Strait of Hormuz is not completely closed, and if foreign countries collaborate or work with us, we can get some of those ships through the strait.
Well, Cyril, this has been the case from the beginning. They've been talking to people, to companies, and there is a kind of a procedure that they are imposing. And they are saying clearly that only ships related to the United States and Israel and their allies aren't allowed to pass there. There were several conditions put on the table, but clearly the Iranians want to impose, at least to experience this leverage they have. They want to make use of it, exploit it, in order to create a new status quo, not only today in the middle of the war. We heard several Iranian officials, including the foreign minister, saying that post-war reality should be Iran should have its leverage still to allow people to get in and out of the Gulf.
Ali Hashem reporting from the Iranian capital, Tehran. Thank you very much, Ali.